Hi, welcome to Maple Street Studio, our home. I'm Kerry. This is Celeste. We want to talk about this recording that we have just completed in the West Indies on a little island called Anguilla. And we're really excited to be selected to go and help them out with some recordings, so can inspire some other artists to go in and record and use this fantastic studio that we discovered through a friend of ours.
So the studio is called AMA Recording Studio, and it is on the island of Anguilla. It's a state-of-the-art studio that was built and designed by a renowned studio designer, I believe from LA, and the studio is owned and run by Darius James and Gordon Woodward and US-based artist Sean Devine formulated a plan to start this program called AXA Muse, in which they bring visiting artists from all over the world to Anguilla, to AMA Recording, to work with British West Indies-based artists to create recordings. So they are starting this program. We were the first people involved, and they are trying to raise funds to make this a grant-funded program to bring artists in.
So we started out with the plan, the idea of having 20 minutes, thereabouts, worth of music. So like 4 or 5 songs. I was prepared to do more than that if we had time. The way it worked out is I did some pre-production here and sent that ahead for them to listen to before we arrived. And I think initially, the day that we got in there, I was thinking maybe 4 songs is probably what's going to happen. I think we spent the first day, all of us, just getting to know each other. And we almost got 1 track completed that first day. We went in second day and got it. Had another track from the pre-production that we tried out and did pretty well on it the second day. I did some more pre-production in our hotel room because I started to get a feel for what these players were doing and what they were capable of outside of the pre-production that I had gone with. So we picked out some different songs and pretty much did 1 a day after that. Really happy with the tracks. The tracks as they sit right now. One is called Peace, and Peace is a song that I wrote decades ago on request.
I think as far as recording in the studio went, it was really interesting to bring songs to the studio that were somewhat formed, but not so formed that there wasn't room for creativity, and for the flavor that each of the musicians brought to the project. It was funny when they laid down the first tracks from Live a Little. The guys spent the rest of the week dancing around the studio, singing it out loud. They were so thrilled with it, and as Kerry said, we've done that song in many different iterations. He certainly has done many over the years with the Atoll. And these guys brought their own flavor to it. It's a very different song than it has ever been before as a result of that. Joshua Gums on drums with a real Caribbean flavor, and Shakes on bass with his own ideas. And then Dennis Warrington, who is just a masterful keyboard player and a wonderful vocalist. And yeah, we wouldn't have gotten those sounds anywhere else but there. We wouldn't have gotten the flavor of these songs without collaborating in another place, in another culture, with different ideas being brought to the table. So I think from the recording perspective, that was the most interesting and fun part of it for me, to sit and experience that.
Sun tell me the answer. I'm gonna live just a little, live just a little. This could be the last day of the rest of your life. I'm gonna stand in the water, stand in the water.
Overall, it was a fantastic experience. I think Darius James and Omar Tomlinson both helped produce, and they recorded and engineered and mixed and mastered the entire project. They were wonderful to work with, really mellow, very capable. Omar spent a few years anyway in Miami at a recording school, and he just brings so much talent and culture and flavor to what he does at the board. Just a great group of folks to work with.
Water spirit, spirit springing in my hand, makes me feel glad that I'm not dead. Water spirit, spirit springing in my hand, makes me feel glad that I'm not dead. Witchy tie, tie, Imran, Oranico, ain't no right. Witchy tie, tie, Imran, Oranico, ain't no right. I feel like dancing, everybody in the